Hi everyone, I'm Navneet from Just Evaluate, and today I brought a sample answer of report writing, that is task one of academics. And this is a process diagram. So, how you should attempt such a question that will be told. Now, firstly, you must all be aware that how are you given marks for task one, that is report writing? What are the four parameters? So I've discussed those four parameters earlier also in detail. I'll share a link with you in the description box. Please tap on it and see what are the four parameters on which you're given marks. So in brief, first parameter is task achievement. That is, you must answer all the questions according to the proper format. Second is coherence and cohesion. That is, whatever you write should have a logical flow. And you should use appropriate cohesive devices. If you want to say something in the same vein or of the same kind, you can use words like similarly, moreover, furthermore. You want to say something opposite, you can say however, conversely, on the other hand, and so on and so forth. And when you want to begin something new, so you can say to begin with, or to commence with, or to start with, and carry on. So you need to use at least 4 to 5 cohesive devices in a report. That is basically task one. Third is your lexical resources or vocabulary. So vocabulary should be topic specific, should be correct, need not be very fancy, but if you can use a good vocabulary, different kind of synonyms, and write some fancy words too, it will be an added bonus. Now, after that comes grammatical range and accuracy. So, what this means is that use of simple sentences, complex sentences, that is slightly larger sentences, making them a bit bigger by using linking words. And also, you should see that your spellings, grammatically, everything is correct. So these are the four parameters on which you're judged. Keep these in mind when you start writing. This is the format of report writing. Now, the first paragraph. What do you need to write in that? You should write the introduction. What all should come there? Simply paraphrase the question. Paraphrase means write it in your own words, whatever the statement is given in the question. And what all should you mention in that? Use the TRP strategy. That is the type of graph, what it represents, the place and period mentioned. Second paragraph is the most important paragraph, as it is the overview of the entire graph. So what all can you write? You can write about the overall picture, what are the main features, the trends, and don't give any data here. However, in the third and fourth paragraphs, you need to summarize the given data. Whatever is given, you need to summarize it and then compare and contrast to get more marks. So this can be done generally in a bar graph, a line graph, a pie chart. But a process diagram is slightly different, where you can maybe just make 3 paragraphs. Or that is up to you. If you want to divide the third paragraph into two, you can do that too. So you can make 4 paragraphs too. Here I've made 4 paragraphs. So let's see how to go about it. Now, when we see this diagram, process diagram, what do you see here? So this diagram shows the stages involved in the process of making leather goods. Summarize the information. Now, what can you see? First, animal skin is dried. Then it is taken to a factory. Then it is washed. It is soaked in lime. It is flattened out. Again soaked. Then it is polished. Then again it is transported back to the factory and where processed goods are made. And then these are ready for sale. Okay, so now you've seen the diagram. Let's see the answer now. So this is the introductory paragraph. So here it says the given process diagram depicts the different steps involved in the procedure of manufacturing leather goods. This is what is given in the question also. So we've just used different words to explain. Now, then we come to the second paragraph where we give our overview. So we start with the cohesive device overall. It can be observed that the end-to-end process involves 11 stages. How many stages are involved? Mention that. From hanging the animal skin to drying out, till ultimately giving it a worthy shape and form. That is this. So we are talking about the first stage and we're talking about the last stage. And also, what all does it entail? What does it involve? So it involves the transportation of leather to a factory where it is treated in various forms until it is finally ready for sale at an outlet. So, in a nutshell, we've explained everything. So, after this, we go into the detailing of it a bit. So, to begin with, so what's the first process? Animal skin is exposed to certain elements in order to drain excess moisture and allow the leather to dry. Next, it is taken by road to a factory where it is subjected to further treatment. First, it is washed in a solution of water and lime. Thereafter, it is soaked in lime alone, as you can see in the diagram. Yeah. So, the next step involves flattening the leather, after which it is soaked in tannin, which is a solution of water and vegetable matter. So, all these words, which have been highlighted in yellow, are cohesive devices. And you should remember that you need to use both 4 to 5 in task 1. So here we have achieved that target. Then in the last paragraph, we talk about subsequently a polishing procedure is carried out by a machine here. Then leather is now ready to be shaped into the desired product. Finally, it is taken to the factory where the raw material is turned into finished goods. The goods that are ready for sale. And these could be shaped into leather bags, shoes, or even sports merchandise, as can be seen here. So you see how it is to be written and how different words have been used to explain this process diagram. All the best. Bye.